in Louisiana and Bowling Green. This is Eagle 102 KJFM, Louisiana, Bowling Green. KJFM Radio, Eagle 102. Area high school softball is on the air. Every week, Eagle 102 brings you the best of area high school sports. On air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM Radio app. Now to the diamond for high school softball on your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.
And good afternoon and welcome to Wallace Memorial Park in Louisiana. Mark Fronick, Jim Ross getting ready for softball on a Tuesday as the Louisiana Lady Bulldogs welcome in the Community Lady Trojans. And used to be a conference matchup. Actually, they never crossed paths in the EMO conference, did they?
Well,
one left, one came in.
Our six has been out, in.
Yeah.
So they're kind of a yo-yo when it comes to the EMO. But no, they didn't. In fact, they've only met 3 times. Looking over the history, so kind of a new look. They have played the last 3 years, however, with Community winning 2 of the 3. Last year they won big, and the other 2 games were one-run games. But this could be interesting. Louisiana, both teams coming on. Well, I take that back. Community beat Wellsville last night, but. Louisiana coming off a loss at South Shelby. The game before that, Van Far beat Community. So neither one of them really tearing it up right at the moment. Community's 3-3 in their last 6, and Louisiana's nursing an 11-game losing streak right now.
So time for things to turn around for the Lady Bulldogs is what you're saying.
Well, I mentioned this one of the early games. I don't know that the Louisiana squad has the pitching that this team did back in 2014, I believe it was. They hadn't won hardly any games until they got about 2 weeks before district, and then all of a sudden, bam, they won 8 or 9 in a row. One district, went to state, and so you never know. That's why you play these games, and I just by looking at them in warm-ups, they look a little cleaner than they have been all year, in my opinion. They're not throwing the ball around all over the place, but it all starts in the circle for them. Can the pitcher throw strikes? And because the fielding hasn't been too awful bad.
They've got some good fielding out there, but like you said, if the ball isn't hit near you, then it's hard to field that ball.
And if you don't get a chance to field it because of walks, which has been their Achilles heel so far this year, you got to throw it over the plate and use your fielders. Just ask the Cardinals.
Louisiana and Community R6 will start the pregame show for you next on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Kelly Crane, RE/MAX Realty Shop Agent, Hops Bar and Grill, and Orb Construction Company.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Bank of Louisiana ensures their customers are always in the know when it comes to their banking. Bank of Louisiana's top-of-the-line mobile banking service allows you to check account balances, review your account history, transfer funds. Plus, you can pay your bills all on one app. Call Bank of Louisiana for more information or visit bola.cc.
This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Did you know our agency currently offers over 30 programs and services to our communities? The Women, Infant, and Children's Program, Infant through Adult Immunizations, car seat safety courses, diabetes counseling, and of course our amazing home health and hospice programs, just to name a few. Learn more by visiting our website at pikecountyhealth.org and see what services you and your family could benefit from.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
It's time now for the Eagle 102 pregame show, sponsored by Bowling Green Pharmacy.
And welcome back to Wallace Park in Louisiana. Lady Bulldogs getting ready to take on the Community R6 Lady Trojans this afternoon. And like you said, right off the bat, both of these teams have kind of been struggling lately. 3-3 for Community and 0 for their last 11 for Louisiana, including the Bulldog Invitational. So it's something's got to give here this afternoon. And like we said right off the bat, Louisiana has some pieces. It's just a matter of getting that together and having a good day in the circle for them to get a victory.
Yeah, that's the key. They used both pitchers last night at South Shelby. Powell will go tonight, the harder thrower of the two, and she can be hard to hit at times. But then she'll have those streaks where she can't find the zone, and then everything goes to heck at that point for her. And then you'll give up a gap shot. Next thing you know, 3 runs are scored, and you don't know what hit you. But so she can throw it over the plate. Both teams are young, only 2 seniors on each team, so. Youth galore. Community has a new coach.
And then that's kind of been the issue for them the last couple of years. They've gone through, I think, 3 coaches in the last 3 seasons, and that's hard for a program to find that traction.
Right. I do believe they made it to the district championship game last year, didn't they, at Ladonia, and got beat by Silex, if I remember right. But and they had a couple pretty decent players that graduated on that squad. So, yeah, they're rebuilding. They are 16-7, I should say. So they've won some games. They've won some games big, and then they've lost some games that you scratch your head at. So, they're kind of in the same boat as Louisiana, only maybe a year ahead, if you will.
So that's the matchup for this one. We'll come back with our keys to the game after this on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Hayden's Motorsports Center, Mick Mailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, and Airco Convenience Centers.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. During the process, I'll work closely with your lender and other professionals to make it as effortless as possible. I'm here with you every step of the way, so when you're ready to buy or sell, call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Keys to the Game on KJFM, sponsored by Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate in Louisiana.
And the first key, I think we've kind of touched on it. Louisiana has to stay in the strike zone today. Pitch to contact and let the fielders do the work.
Without a doubt. And that'll go a long way towards a chance to win. We don't know a lot about Community's pitching. You got to assume that playing Wellsville last night, who's way down this year, that they probably didn't use their best pitcher. It looks like a lefty's out on the mound loosening up right now. So it's not that they haven't seen a left-hander, and Taylor Howard at Silex, but she's a little different caliber than most anybody around this year. So they don't have to worry about that, but lefty is a little different look that you don't see a whole lot of this day and age.
That feels like a veiled knock against lefties.
No, it's just that there aren't that many around. No, not actually. Left-handed pitchers are. That's what you look for. I mean, the major.
Yeah, that's why I don't have an elbow or a shoulder, because that's what you look for.
Even in the major leagues, you can throw 86, but if you're lefty and it's got a little movement, you got a good curveball, you got a chance.
Yeah, that's true. Picks. We got through the keys to the game. Picks for tomorrow. Wild card.
Oh, it's Dodgers. Yeah, I think the Cardinals.
So the Cardinals are going to win because you pick the Cardinals to not even sniff the playoffs.
Oh no, I said if they caught lightning. I got that out today and read it actually because I was thinking about tomorrow's game. And I said, I didn't think you should change anything and go with what you got. And if you catch lightning in a bottle, so be it. And they did.
Oh, that was a heck of a bolt of lightning.
Yeah, I mean, Harrison Bader can't hit my weight, and then all of a sudden he's hitting 400, And, of course, then you did really catch lightning in the bottle with Lester and A.J. Happ. Those guys had done virtually nothing until they came to St. Louis. And I think Waino, going back to what Louisiana needs to do, Waino showed them, hey, throw it over the plate, man. We got gold glove fielders all over the place. Throw it over the plate, pitch to contact, let our guys do their thing. And that's exactly what they've done since they've been here.
What about tonight, Yankees, Red Sox?
You just got to give the Yankees are playing very well right now, but you're playing in Boston, and, that's I guess that's probably more of a rivalry than the Cubs-Cardinals.
It's more of a bitter rivalry. I wouldn't call it more of a rivalry, but it's more bitter.
Yeah, they're close location, and they've both been really good over the years, and, they just don't really like each other.
Yeah.
So I'd probably have to go with the Red Sox with it being in Boston.
All right, there's your predictions for the wild card games. We've had our keys to the game. We'll have our starting lineups for you next on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Meyer Implement Company, PJ Salon, and Elisha Koenig, owner-broker of RE/MAX Realty Shop.
Hi, this is Amy at Community State Bank of Missouri. Did you know we offer health savings accounts? If you have a high-deductible health plan, you may qualify for a health savings account. HSAs are designed to help you save your money to help pay your deductible. Talk to your employer about our health savings account and let them know you want to keep your money right here at home. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. The Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
The Eagle 102 starting lineups on KJFM are sponsored by Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy.
Starting lineups for Louisiana and Community R6. First for Community, they're coached by Cody Asquith, assisted by Jeff Angel and Britton Francis. They'll lead it off at the shortstop, number 12, Sarah Angel. Left fielder bats second, number 1, Olivia Shaffer. In the 3 spot, another Olivia. She's the third baseman, number 23, Olivia Kuda. Batting cleanup is the first baseman, number 16, Alexis Welch. Then the catcher, number 13, Brooklyn Glasgow. Batting 6 is the right fielder, number 3, Ivy Hayes. In the 7th spot is number 7, the second baseman, Riley Rafferty. Batting 8th is the designated player, number 19, Lydia Forbes. And batting 9th is the pitcher, number 5, Shelby Clark. Flexing in center field will be number 4, Kayla Jett. So again, the batting order, Angel, Schaefer, Kuda, Welch, Glasgow, Hayes, Rafferty, Forbes, and Clark, with Jett as the flex. And for the Louisiana Lady Bulldogs, they're coached by Kelsey Calvin, assisted by Teresa Long. They'll lead it off with the pitcher, number 7, Emily Powell. Shortstop bat second, number 17, Allie Jenkins. Then the first baseman, number 8, Tessa De Priest. Batting cleanup, the left fielder, number 9, Tatum De Priest. Then the second baseman, number 10, Ty Campbell. Batting in the 6th spot is the third baseman, number 21, Brylan Stewart. Then the catcher, number 6, Jordan Pedersen. Batting 8th, the right fielder, number 12, Harley Norval. And batting 9th is the center fielder, number 15, Jalea Reese. So again for Louisiana, it's Powell, Jenkins, De Priest, Campbell, Stewart, Pedersen, Norval, and Reese. And those are your starting lineups. We'll have first pitch in just a couple minutes here on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Felix Banking Company and Lynn's Heritage House.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender, MLO number 421603, NMLS number 407724.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Bundle at Pike County Mutual Insurance and save. Ask about the great rates on your personal vehicle, farm trucks, big or small, or even your motorcycle and side-by-sides. Stop by and see myself, Corey Buchanan, Buddy Bibb, or Kathy Gam at your hometown insurance company since 1895. Pike County Mutual Insurance on the square in Bowling Green.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102, is brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
Getting ready for softball here at Wallace Park. Introducing the Lady Bulldogs on the field right now. Community has been introduced, and we had a little rain pregame, just a mist. It was steady for about 6-7 minutes, but we're dry now and ready for softball. We'll have your first pitch after this on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Kelly Crane, RE/MAX Realty Shop Agent, Hops Bar and Grill, and Orff Construction Company.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing Merc BK Mobile. With the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account, you'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service, but did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Farmers, the crew at Mike's Tire and Service Center is here to serve you. They know the hours you put in, which makes it difficult to get that equipment in for service. Therefore, they offer on-the-farm tire repair. Hi, folks. My name is Cody Kirkendall, Mike's Tire and Service Center, located on Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green.
The most complete coverage of high school sports is on the Eagle 102. Brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Mercantile Bank, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
Set the defense for the Lady Bulldogs ahead of the top of the first inning. Tessa De Priest is in left. Jalea Reese in center. Harvey Norval is in right field. Brylan Stewart's third baseman. Allie Jenkins at short. Ty Campbell at second base. And Tessa De Priest over at first. Jordan Pedersen behind the plate. And Emily Powell working on her warm-up tosses ahead of the first pitch of this ball game. Louisiana and the Community R6 Lady Trojans here on a Tuesday. Kind of a gloomy day. Did have some light rain right after we got set up, actually. So, had to cover up the equipment and get the raincoat out for a minute. But it's stopped now, and I think it looks like we could have the possibility of that throughout the game. So we'll stay prepared here. We got the shop towels up here. I did a pretty good job cleaning the table off and everything, right?
Yeah, you did. Just enough rain to make the field look good.
Yeah.
Community averaging 10.6 runs a game, giving up 6.2. On the flip side, Louisiana scoring 3.3 and giving up 11.5.
Sarah Angel digs in, the shortstop and leadoff hitter wears number 12, bats on the right-hand side and crowds that plate. And a strike on the outside corner to start the game from Emily Powell.
Good start. Like we talked, make them hit the ball.
She has her foot, I think the toes are actually over the line, and that's a strike called on the outside corner again, a little bit farther out. Watch that back foot.
Crowd the plate.
It's over the line for sure. 0-2 the count, and that one is past the third baseman into short left field. Leadoff base hit for Angel, and our 6 has something going here right off the bat.
Well, that found the hole between third and short. Not a whole lot you can do about that.
Well-placed base hit from the leadoff hitter, and that'll bring in Olivia Shaffer. She wears number 1 and is the left fielder today. Bounces that one off the catcher into the backstop, and the runner will advance.
Yeah, I think Emily had some problems with a lot of stuff in the dirt last night in the game at South Shelby.
1-0 the count to Shaffer. And that one is lifted into right field and caught. A snow cone catch out there by Norval for the first out. Runner will stay at second base.
Really nice running catch by Norval. And you called it about right. A yellow snow cone.
Yeah, you don't eat the yellow snow cones.
coming out of that black glove, yeah. Yeah, it was easy to see, that's for sure.
That'll bring in Kuda. And she takes a ball in the dirt, and it'll go to the backstop, and the runner will advance.
So a couple of wild pitches puts Community in business with their number 3 hole hitter up.
1 out and a runner at third. 1-0 count, and that one goes through the catcher's legs right back to her, and she is safe. Slid in around the tag. Good call by the home plate umpire, and it's 1-0.
Well,
home side didn't like it, but she missed the tag. She went high when the leg went low.
Angel slid to the inside of the plate, and appeared she could have got in there. So an unearned
2-0 count. To Kuda. Olivia digs back in, and the pitch bounces in, 3-0.
Got to lengthen your stride out a little bit on that drop ball when you keep pounding it in the dirt like that. You don't really need to change your arm motion or anything.
That one falls a little bit low as well, and it's a 4-pitch walk. A 1-out walk to Kuda, and that brings in the cleanup hitter, Alexis Welch.
First walk of the game.
That rolls in. Good block that time. Snap throw by Pedersen, and back in safely is Kuda.
Nice job by Pedersen to keep that one in front of her.
1-0 the count. And this one hit into center. Backing up on it is Reese, and she makes the catch for the second out.
Can of corn for Reese.
Like to see that second hand come up, though.
Yeah.
One-handed catch out there in center field.
They watch TV. You don't have to use 2 hands, do you? Till one spins out.
Exactly. That'll bring in Brooklyn Glasgow, and that one gets away. The runner will advance to second base. Pedersen needed to get a little help from her pitcher there. She couldn't find it.
So a runner back in scoring position for Community.
1-0 the count to Glasgow. And that one's low. Blocked that time by Jordan. 2 balls, no strikes. 1-0. In favor of Community R6 here in the top of the first inning. That one fouled back off the screen. And the count goes to 2 balls and a strike.
Ball had a little inside movement, little tail to it that time. Kind of got on the fist of Glasgow.
2 balls and a strike. 2 outs. Runner at second base. The next bounces in. And it's 3-1. perfect temperature for a softball game.
Oh, it's actually the weather's ideal. Hardly a breath of wind. It's cool.
This one grounded to the third baseman. Up with it is Stewart. Throw across in time, and the side is retired. Our 6 scores a run in the top of the first. We head to the bottom half. Louisiana coming up on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Hayden's Motorsports Center, Mick Mailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, and Airco Convenience Centers.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
The best coverage of high school sports is on KJFM. Brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, County Market in Louisiana, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Set the defense for the Lady Trojans. Olivia Shaffer is in left, Kayla Jett in center, and Ivy Hayes over in right. Olivia Kuda is the third baseman. Sarah Angel is short. Riley Rafferty at second base, and Alexis Welch over at first. Brooklyn Glasgow behind the plates, and Shelby Clark finishing up her warm-up tosses ahead of the bottom of the first inning. Powell, Jenkins, De Priest. If anyone gets on, De Priest.
Not a lot of velocity, it doesn't look like, from Clark, so she'll be hittable for the Bulldogs. A lot of drop balls in her warm-ups.
Powell digs in. Where's number 7? We'll bat from the right-hand side.
As we mentioned, both teams only have 2 seniors. The only senior in the starting lineups is Tatum De Priest for Louisiana, so they'll have everybody back next year.
There's only one banner up, so I'm guessing, and one number up, so I'm guessing the other senior has departed the team. So
you may be right.
So just Tatum. And there's a strike called on the dropper from Shelby Clark.
And the irony is there's not a junior there either. So there may be no seniors on the old fence.
There's another ground ball between short and third. Now the ball gets away, and they're going to advance that runner to second. Throw down, not even close. And it's a leadoff single and an error, putting a runner in scoring position. That's the potential tying run.
Error on the throw. On the left fielder. She just threw it to nobody. Why she was throwing it to third, I have no earthly idea. Probably neither does her coach.
That'll bring in Jenkins. Probably the most pure hitter on this Louisiana team, trying to tie the game.
She is. She's had the best season from the dish for any of the Lady Bulldogs. And she can tie the game here with a base hit.
Ball on the first pitch. The 1-0. Ooh, swung through that changeup. Evens the count of a ball and a strike.
Little off speed. Drop ball.
Late arriving crowd. I'm guessing they didn't know if this one was going to be dry or not. This one nubbed in the air to the second baseman. Making the catch coming in is Rafferty, and there's one away.
Or they didn't want to have to fight it. He sprinkles off and on.
Once they heard us on the air, they decided it was safe to come on down. 1 out, runner at second base, and the pitch is high to Tessa De Priest.
Tessa, just a freshman. She's done some good things in her first year.
1-0 outside, called a strike. That was on the white of the left-hand batter's box.
Woo. If you're a really good pitcher and you're going to get that zone, you can be hard to hold.
Yeah. Popped up on the infield, and that's what you do with that pitch on the outside like that. Caught by Rafferty at second base, and there's 2 away.
Can Rafferty take all 3, huh?
That is hard to do for a second baseman.
It is.
Especially with nothing righties coming up.
Especially unassisted.
Yeah. Up high on the first pitch to Tatum De Priest, the senior. 1-0. Called a strike right near that line again. That may have caught a little black at the plate.
Yeah, that was a little closer. I'd go with a strike on that one myself.
1 ball, 1 strike. And this one grounded to the first baseman. Up with it as well. She steps on the bag, and Louisiana leaves a runner in scoring position in the bottom of the first inning. 1-0 Community. R6 coming up in the second on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Meyer Implement Company, PJ Salon, and Elisha Koenig, owner-broker of RE/MAX Realty Shop.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Lady Bulldogs got a runner in scoring position, the leadoff batter, but she was left at second base, and it's still a 1-0 ball game with R6 ahead as we start playing the second inning.
Couldn't push her across. Couple pop-ups and a ground out to the first baseman.
First pitch to Ivy Hayes is in the dirt for ball 1.
I can't tell you the grades of these community girls. There's no programs to be had tonight. It's kind of been the way it's been all year at Louisiana.
Well, Ivy Hayes is a junior.
She is. Did you look it up on the old state website?
I guess I did. I forget where I got this together last week, so It's been a while. In the dirt, and the count goes to 3-0 to the number 6 hitter in the order for R6. Yeah, I think I had to go to a couple of different sources to get every piece of information together.
I would guess that's probably right.
3-0 count. And missing outside, and it's a 4-pitch walk.
So back to what we talked about in the opening. You got to throw it over the plate.
That'll bring in Rafferty. He made a nice little play running in on a ball that was in on the fists last inning. Looping line drive between the circle and second base. That one, nice block by Pedersen, and a ball on the first pitch to Rafferty as Powell has yet to throw a strike here in the second inning. 1-0, up high, 2-0. And that ball thrown wide of the pitcher's circle, and Campbell has to back it up.
Home plate umpire sprinting towards third for no apparent reason.
If the runner would have gone on that, yeah. He knew what was up.
Yeah, I'd buy that if it went into the outfield.
Yeah. That one misses, and it's 3-0 to Rafferty with Forbes on deck. There's a strike called. Get over fastball. And the count goes to 3 balls and a strike. Powell's got to bear down here, but misses high, and the first 2 have walked. Runners at first and second now with nobody out. And this has the potential to be a big inning for the Lady Trojans.
Well, this is just exactly what we talked about. You know, you walk a couple people and you think, it's no big deal. Then you throw a wild pitch or have a pass ball, and then it's second and third. Next thing you know, you hit a gap shot, and it's 2 runs. Bang, just like that.
Uh-huh.
The other thing it does is it puts your fielders to sleep.
Yes.
I mean, it's hard to stay sharp as a fielder if you're standing out there throwing balls all the time. And, again, that's what the Cardinals figured out, or most of them did, late in the season.
This one hit in the air, mile high. Backing up on it is Campbell at second base, and she makes the catch for the first out.
Infield fly called. Speaking of the Cardinals and controversy.
We've had lots of moments with infield flies.
Yes, we have.
Shelby Clark digs into the left-hand batter's box. That one misses on the outside corner. Both runners took big leads.
Clark acting like she wants to be a slap hitter.
Yeah. The 1-0. And that one misses just high. 2-0.
Clark, the pitcher for Community.
Well, she's a real lefty. There's a strike called. We got to wait for it with this home plate umpire.
The outside corner is the place to be with this particular umpire.
The 2-1. This one is slapped in the air behind short, and running in and making the catch is the left fielder De Priest for the second out. That one hung up there a little bit longer than I thought it would.
It did. Priest came in and made a nice play on it. So now, after throwing strikes the last two batters, you got a chance to get out of this mess. However, Angels led off the game with a single back in the first.
Looks like the shortstop, Jenkins, shading her a little more, and this one is hit over the third baseman, and it's going to go all the way into the corner. One run in. Here comes another. He's waving her home. Throw to the plate. Not going to go to the plate. Now it'll eventually get there because it was wide of third base, but 2 runs come in, and it's a triple for Angel, and it's 3-0 Community.
Yeah, that was a hard-hit ball down the left field line, went all the way to the fence. She picks up 2 RBIs, and as you said, it's 3-0. 2 hits on the day already for Angel.
Uh-huh. That's what you want out of your leadoff hitter.
Absolutely.
She's not going up there looking to walk. This one off the glove of the pitcher to the second baseman. Will she get there? No, the throw is wild, and it's 4-0. Runner going to advance to second base. That one just handcuffed the first baseman a little bit.
Yeah, it was too hot to handle. Yeah, for sure.
Still 2 outs, but now it's 4-0.
So you're going to call that a hit or an error, Mr. Official Score?
I would go with error on the second baseman.
I would tend to agree with that.
Because that's one you've got to underhand when you're that close, and she fired it overhand or 3/4 and really gave her first baseman a hard time.
And she'd have been out. I mean, if the throw's good, the runner's out and saves the run.
There's a ball on the first pitch to Kuda.
Kuda walked her first time up.
That one just misses low, and it's 2-0. Pretty good pitch. Community being very patient.
That they are.
That one's high, and actually it was a 4-pitch walk.
Third walk of the inning.
So now there's 2 aboard. Still 2 outs. And Welch pops it up. This one might reach the seats. No, it's caught by Pedersen right in front of the sidewall. That's a nice play from the catcher because that's a hard angle for someone wearing a catcher's mitt to catch a ball. They leave 2 aboard, but score 3 times does Community. Louisiana has their work cut out for them as we head to the bottom of the second inning. 4-0 Lady Trojans on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Sally's Banking Company and Lynn's Heritage House.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes to the Philadelphian favorite water ice, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock, agent, and Perkins Electrical Services.
It'll be Campbell, Stewart, and Pedersen for Louisiana here in the bottom of the second inning. They trail Community R6 4-0 as the throw goes down. We're ready for action in the bottom half of inning number 2. Home plate umpire sweeps off the dish, and we're ready to go.
See if Campbell can get things started for the Lady Dogs. Give up 3, you need to come right back and score a run and stymie that momentum.
Here's Clark's first pitch, and it drops in for strike 1. Kind of a nice little drop on that. It's pretty abrupt.
Yeah, it is. It goes down a lot. You add 5 or 6 miles an hour to that, and now you get something hard to hold, actually.
That one fouled to the third base coach and head coach Kelsey Calvin. It's 0-2 to Campbell. She's back in the box, ready for the pitch, and they go off speed, and it bounces in front of the zone for a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Campbell ready again, and that one is up high. 2-2.
Can't give up on that pitch. It drops so much.
Uh-huh. You got to be ready to pull the trigger even if it's late. This one grounded up the middle and a base hit. Gets it about a step past the shortstop and into center field. And the leadoff batter on for the second straight inning for Louisiana.
Let's see if they can push this one across. Stewart, Pedersen, Norval.
Stewart digs in. Choked up on that bat in the right-hand batter's box. Showing bunt. Did offer at it. Throw goes into almost center field. Good job by the shortstop. Angel coming off. She had to come way to the first base side of second to keep that from going into the outfield. Stolen base for Campbell.
Yeah, that was a little errant. Don't think it would have mattered with the ball hitting the ground.
Yeah. And Campbell had a good jump. They said she offered at the pitch, and that one's up high, pulled back this time, and it's 1-1.
Stewart, another one of the many sophomores on this team.
Ready again. Offered at that one. Throw goes to third, and she's out. Out stealing is Campbell after Stewart couldn't get the bunt down, and that's the first out.
Shortstop covering and actually made a nice play on a short hop throw. And Campbell was actually thrown out by several feet.
This one popped up and out of play behind home plate and almost got in the bathroom.
I wonder if they're going to play a JV game today. Did you hear?
I did not. Still a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Bases empty, 1 down. The next is Stewart. Missed that corner.
Does that change up?
I think if the catcher doesn't dive to get that, it may have been called a strike.
You're right.
Swing and a miss.
Threw it again, didn't she?
Uh-huh. Actually slipped down, I think, after she threw that one. And that's 2 outs. And they're going to work on the landing spot here. Home plate umpire comes out to ask if Clark is okay after slipping down on that 1-2 pitch.
My question is what was he going to do?
He
call the grounds crew?
Yeah. Or eject the grounds crew. We've seen that.
Yeah.
Bouncing the first pitch into Pedersen and back to the screen, 1-0 the count. Base is empty, 2 down for Jordan Pedersen. There's a little breeze.
Yeah, it's picking up. That's really not necessarily what we want to see, though.
No.
Could blow in a little rain.
That ball bounces as well, and it's 2-0.
Although looking at the radar as the night wears on, the rain chances go down. So,
freshman catcher Jordan Pedersen digs back in.
And I think there's a really good chance of rain tomorrow.
That bounces in. What about in sunny California?
Sunny Cal. It never rains in Southern California. Did you know that?
Chavez Ravine. How many Dodgers are going to be Cardinals next year? There's a walk.
I would say that goes to How much do we want to spend?
I think, and they're coming out now to talk to Clark, and she might not be right after that slip on the strikeout pitch to Stewart.
Well, they probably have some diamond dry over there in the old equipment shed, if that's the issue.
We'll see if they address that after this inning. 4-0 our score.
Have to see which ground crew member is going to come out and do that, though.
Probably a freshman.
Yeah.
Community scored a run in the first, 3 more in the second.
I'm going to go with, if you tell a freshman to put diamond dry, they're going to go, what? Put what on?
Go in the shed. Yep, they're going to bring out a rake.
I'm not sure what good that's going to do.
The field umpire is going to try and work this area a little bit. While they do, we'll take a quick break. We're in the bottom of the second inning. 4-0 Community leads Louisiana on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Kelly Crane, RE/MAX Realty Shop Agent, Hops Bar and Grill, and Orff Construction Company.
Bank of Louisiana ensures their customers are always in the know when it comes to their banking. Bank of Louisiana's top-of-the-line mobile banking service allows you to check account balances, view your account history, transfer funds. Plus, you can pay your bills all on one app. Call Bank of Louisiana for more information or visit bola.cc.
This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Did you know our agency currently offers over 30 programs and services to our communities? The Women, Infant, and Children's Program, infant through adult immunizations, car seat safety courses, diabetes counseling, and of course our amazing home health and hospice programs, just to name a few. Learn more by visiting our website at pikecountyhealth.org and see what services you and your family could benefit from.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season with Eagle 102. Brought to you by Mike's Tire and Service Center, Bank of Louisiana, and a taste of Philly.
Well, the home plate umpire done raking. He raked, and then he would do a little Irish dance on the spot, and then he'd rake a little more, and then a little soft step. Is that what it is?
Yeah, I've worked on fields enough. That looks good. First pitch, it's gone.
Yep, she's already slipping.
Yep. Now, I don't want to throw our Louisiana faithful under the bus, but we talked at great length. You can buy clay. Actually, you can buy clay bricks, and then you just line that area, the lane, if you will, that they pitch in. Then you don't have that problem, but we never could get that done.
4-0, R6 leading. Runner on first with 2 outs for the Bulldogs, and that is a strike called on the first pitch to Harley Norval. She made a nice running catch in the top of the first inning.
That she did.
This one fouled to the on-deck circle, and it's quickly 0-2. Patterson doesn't look like she's interested in running here with 2 outs.
Well, after seeing that throw to second, I wouldn't know why not.
That one outside to the sophomore Norval.
In the catcher's defense, so it was a grounder.
Yeah.
From the pitcher.
1-2. This one back to the pitcher, off her glove to the third baseman, throw over, and that is out at first base.
Really nice barehanded play by Kuda at third.
1-5-3 on the putout, and Louisiana has stranded their second runner of the ball game. After 2 full innings, it's Community leading the Lady Bulldogs 4-0 on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Hayden's Motorsports Center, Mick Mailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, and Airco Convenience Centers.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
I don't know exactly what the delay is, but
waiting on Pedersen.
Oh,
she was on base. Now, why they don't have a
courtesy
backup catcher ready to come out and take the warm-up tosses to keep the game moving along, I don't know.
But during that, Allie Jenkins was pointing her finger at Powell. She just threw one warm-up toss, and she's ready to go. But actually, the finger was going in the mask, and Powell was smiling ear to ear. So I don't think it was anything of malice or motivation. But maybe it'll get her back on track a little bit, help her find the zone.
Something to distract her, huh?
Yeah. And the first pitch she throws is outside for ball 1 to Brooklyn Glasgow.
Brooklyn grounded out to third to end the first inning.
The 1-0 pitch in the dirt again and blocked by the home plate umpire off his chest protector. 2-0.
He's got a big one on, too.
Yeah. Got the full shoulder pads. And
he looks like he might be able to play on the offensive line for the Louisiana Bulldogs.
That or almost like a lacrosse goalie. That one high and outside, 3-0.
A lot of stuff on for sure.
Uh-huh. Which makes me think he has taken a couple of shots off the chest protectors. That one misses, and it's a 4-pitch walk to lead off the inning.
Well, and I saw him over in the parking lot putting his stuff on. That's a 5th walk, by the way.
Courtesy will come in. That's Kylie Brooks, a sophomore.
He ain't no spring chicken.
Yeah.
And those foul tips hurt a little bit more every year you get.
Oh, yeah.
Every year you get older, they hurt just a little bit more.
Yeah, I've put on goalie pads here in the last couple of years and tried to take some pucks.
Doesn't heal up quite as fast as it used to, does it?
That's a ball low on the first pitch to Ivy Hayes.
She walked in the second to lead off the second, actually, and start the 3-run rally.
I like the look of these R6 uniforms.
Do you?
Red jerseys, red socks. Hayes has red shoes, so it's just like a cohesive look, head to toe, with black pants, black helmet. This one chopped past the third baseman and into short left field. And the first two have reached.
Third hit of the game for the R6 Trojans. Scored those 3 runs in the second with only 1 hit in the inning. 2 RBI triple by leadoff hitter Sarah Angel.
4-0 is the score. Showing bunt, pulls back, takes a ball. Does Riley Rafferty.
Also reached on a base on balls in the second.
The pitch from Powell. Showing bunt again, gets it down this time. Almost tagged her out, and everybody's safe. Missing the tag was Tessa De Priest. And
then didn't throw to first. Still had a chance to throw her out because the second baseman, Campbell, was there covering. Could have been a...
But as soon as she missed, she looked to third, and that was enough time for the runner to reach base.
Yeah, that's just a little softball sense is all that is.
This one goes back to the screen on the first pitch to Forbes, but not far enough for the runners to advance.
So now community with the bases juiced and nobody out, they got a chance to blow this open.
Yes, they do. Number 8 hitter Forbes digs back in ahead in the count 1-0. There's a strike called.
Forbes grounded out to, actually popped out to Campbell back in the second.
Even count, 1 ball, 1 strike. The next is called a strike, 1-2.
Got to throw it over the plate. Does Powell. Forbes wants to put it in play somewhere.
Goes back to the screen again. Throw to the plate, and that's wide, and it's 5-0. Every runner advances. And the count goes to
another wild pitch and another unearned run.
2-2. The next swung on and missed. And she'll take first. It bounced, didn't it? And she's safe. Bases are loaded.
Well, they called her out.
Did they?
I think they're saying it was caught.
Okay.
She tried to fake you out, and it worked.
Well, I think she faked everyone out for a second.
Yeah, the base umpire just went out like it was caught in the air. Kind of non-Joe West-like, you know.
So Joe West retiring. Cowboy Joe.
And umpiring behind the plate in tomorrow night's game.
Behind the plate?
Yes, sir.
Oh, no.
Yes, sir. Clark flew out to left on a slap.
And that one, pretty good pitch. Just above the belt, called a ball. 1-1 the count.
Powell looks in like, huh? Where's that at?
5-0 our score. This one back to the pitcher. They'll throw to first, get the out there, throw home, and safe. At the plate is Ivy Hayes, and it's 6-0. It's good heads-up base running by Hayes.
That it was, and RBI for Clark.
Other runner advances to third base.
But the second out of the inning and brings up the red-hot Sarah Angel, who's 2 for 2 with a triple and a single, and a couple RBIs.
Trying to extend this R6 lead here in the top of the third inning. They've scored in every inning so far. That one's up high on the first pitch to Angel, who's been swinging early in counts.
She has.
So maybe not a bad idea to float one out of the zone.
Appears to be a dead pull hitter at this point, too.
The 1-0 bounces in 2-0.
Good job by Pedersen to knock that down. Keep the runner at third.
2 outs, runner at third base, and a 2-0 count. Angel still really crowding the plate. And this one back just past the glove of the pitcher Powell into center field, and it's 7-0.
That, my friends, was a frozen rope.
And the third hit of the day for the Ladonia leadoff hitter. Takes us to Olivia Shaffer, and the runner goes, throw down to second, and she's in with a stolen base.
A little delayed steal that time, kind of waited.
Not a bad throw from Pedersen behind the plate.
That it was.
Pitch missed. And the next to Shaffer. Back to the screen, she'll take third. That one was high off the screen.
Well out of the zone.
Pedersen got up quickly, but still couldn't reach it.
Shaver can tack on another run for the Trojans.
Up high, 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes, 2 outs, and a runner at third.
I think she got the old take sign.
I'd say so. And it's a good thing because the ball goes to the backstop, and there's runners at the corners. All community so far. And they're going to change pitchers. Ty Campbell coming in relief of Emily Powell here in the top of the third inning. 7-0, runners at first and third and 2 outs. The batter will be Welch when we come back on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Meyer Implement Company, PJ Salon, and Elisha Koenig, owner-broker of RE/MAX Realty Shop.
One Multi-Sports Complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One Multi-Sports Complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
The area's best coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice, and All Parts.
So Ty Campbell, the new pitcher for Louisiana. Runners at first and third, 2 outs. The batter is Olivia Kuda. What's she done today?
Walked twice. Walked twice. 3 runs in the inning. She said first and third. You got to figure she'll take the first pitch and let the runner go to second.
And the first one swung through for strike 1.
None of that true. The runner didn't go and she swung. Oh, well, I guess I don't understand this modern day coaching.
She was looking for a fat one there. This one.
She got one there.
Got one to the gap in at left center. 1 run in, over to third. And they'll hold up the runner there, and it's a RBI double for Kuda and extends the lead to 8-0. That ball looked like it was going right for that district champ sign out there in front of the scoreboard, but then it just died.
It did.
But it got a run across and extends the inning to Welch.
Welch flew out to center and popped out to Pedersen, the catcher. Made a nice play. That ended the second inning.
Second and third, 2 down. The next from Campbell outside, and it's 2-0.
So Campbell again needs to find the plate.
And they're going to redraw the batter's box line in the right side with the bat. Now he just redrew the front line of the batter's box. 2-0. That one low and away. 3-0.
Campbell just throwing spinners right now, isn't she? Not really cutting loose.
It looked like she had a little zip in her warm-ups, but once the batters came in, it's kind of gone by the wayside. That one in for a strike and still had that side-to-side spin. 3-1. And she swung through that one.
It was a foot outside. Foot outside and moving that way, no less.
I don't think you have to guess with that type of velocity, but she guessed wrong there. This one shot back to the pitcher. Campbell up with a throw over, and the inning comes to an end. A little help there from Welch. 8-0. Community R6 leads Louisiana as we head to the bottom of the third on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Felix Banking Company and Lynn's Heritage House.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender, MLO number 421603, NMLS number 407724.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Pike County Memorial Hospital, Cellular and Satellite Center, and Abel's Quick Shops.
8-0. Community R6 leads Louisiana here from Wallace Park in Louisiana. We'll be just back, about 300 yards on Friday night for high school football. It'll be the Bulldogs hosting the Bowling Green Bobcats, Mayor's Cup.
Mayor's Cup game, yeah. Louisiana's won 3 in a row. Bowling Green undefeated, ranked 10th still again this week.
I think they have 13 wins in a row in conference in the EMO.
They're playing well. They took apart a pretty decent North Callaway team on Friday night.
So we'll have that for you this Friday, 6:30 pregame, 7 o'clock kickoff from Cunningham Field.
Took them apart might be putting it kindly. It was an annihilation.
The football gods were also in Bowling Green's corner.
Yes, they were.
On Friday. Everything went right for the Bobcats. Everything went wrong for the T-Birds, and everything went right for Louisiana as they blanked MMA 65-0 last Friday.
Yes, they did.
Showing bunt and taking a strike is Reese as we lead things off with the number 9 hitter, Jalea Reese. Then back to the top for Powell and Jenkins.
Reese has got some speed.
She fouls that bunt attempt off and will head back to the box.
Just got to get it down first. Get it down before you run.
Welch picked up the bat for Reese and handed it back to her as she made her way to the left-hand batter's box. Jalea ready again. 0-2, and that's way up high. Reese wasn't chasing.
Maybe it's supposed to be a change-up, but held on to it a bit too long.
The next, up high again. And the count goes even at 2-2.
Reese, another one of the freshmen in this starting lineup.
This one is hit. Little inside-out swing and past the shortstop into left center field. A leadoff hit for Jalea. That's the third time in 3 innings Louisiana's had the leadoff batter aboard.
Yep, all singles. But they've yet to cash in. But we're back to the top of the order now to Powell, who singled back in the first.
Runner goes, throw down, hits the runner, and it's a stolen base.
Sadly, because that would have gone in the center field because there was nobody there to cover.
Again, that throw tailed to the first base side a second and was destined for center field, but it hit Reese first. That one up high, and the count 2-0.
Louisiana needs something positive to happen, trailing 8-0 in the bottom of the third.
Powell back in, and that one bounces. Ends up between the feet of Glasgow. But the runner stays at second base, and now it's a 3-0 count. You got to make sure it goes back to the screen if you're trying to advance from second to third. That one, runner goes. And the third baseman was in front of the bag, so she'll get a stolen base. The pitch was a ball and a walk. And making a wide turn and heading back to first is Powell. Runners at the corners, nobody out.
Just the first or second walk of the game for Clark.
That'll bring in Allie Jenkins.
Jenkins, put one out there and get Louisiana back in this.
That one will drop behind the shortstop into left center field. That's an RBI hit for Allie Jenkins. That one was in on her hands, but she muscled it into the outfield.
Just had enough to get it over the shortstop's head. And Louisiana in business here in the third.
8-1 they trail. Runners at first and second, still nobody out. That brings in Tessa De Priest, and she takes a ball. Tessa, the younger of the two De Priest girls. Stacked back-to-back in this lineup in the 3 and 4 spots. Up high 2-0. And the second time through the lineup might be what Louisiana needed.
Sometimes that's what it takes. Second time around, you figured it out.
This one hit into center, backing. That's going to burn her. It's going to one-hop off number 9 on the center field fence. A run comes in over to third, and out at third is Jenkins. That was a well-hit ball, and the center fielder was playing in.
Yeah, nice relay from the center fielder to the shortstop to the third baseman for the out.
So out at third.
But an RBI double for De Priest nonetheless.
And did you notice that Tessa hit it off of Tatum's number in center field?
And that she did. Now let's see if Tatum can hit it off of her own number.
Yep, that one's a swinging bunt, and in no play at first. The catcher just couldn't grab a hold of it. Now there's runners at the corners with one down. And when things go right, they go right.
Exactly.
First and third with one down, and that brings in Ty Campbell. She's the pitcher, started at second base. And that one high and away, and the runner will take second.
No throw. What do they call that? Defensive indifference?
A little early to be indifferent. This one popped up on the infield. Shortstop Angel wants it, and she makes the two-handed grab for the second out. It's a big out for R6.
That it is, and that brings Stewart up, who struck out back in the second.
She came up trying to lay down a bunt, couldn't do it, and had a runner thrown out while she was up there. There's a strike called.
Right down the gut. You got to be ready for that. This situation, they're going to try and get ahead.
And Stewart is really crowding the plate, and she's quite tall.
Yes, she is.
So that makes it impossible to hit a pitch on the inner half.
Yeah, you throw it inside, she's going to get jammed without a question.
1-1 the count, and this one it chopped slowly to the shortstop. Angel up with it, and Stewart thrown out at first. So Louisiana leaves a pair aboard, but they score two, and now trail by 6. 8-2, Community R6 leads after 3 innings on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Kelly Crane, RE/MAX Realty Shop agent, Hops Bar and Grill, and Orff Construction Company.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. The Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
We go to the 4th inning. R6 has scored in each of the first 3 innings and lead this game 8-2. Louisiana came back with 2 in the bottom of the 3rd.
R6 batted around back in the 3rd.
Campbell in relief of Powell, and the first one handcuffs her catcher Pedersen and goes back to the screen. A ball and no strikes.
Glasgow started it off with a walk. Of course, Powell was pitching back then.
And the 1-0 from Campbell. Swung on and missed. You can almost hear the mouth watering from here.
Yeah, it's they're scooted way up in the box. They can't go any further up.
They tried. They erased the line. That one is rocketed off the facade of the Louisiana dugout.
So you just got to wait.
That was a hard hit ball, and head coach Cody Asquith maybe checking his britches after that one.
May want to scoot back a tad.
1-2 the count. That hitter in the foot, and Glasgow takes first base. That is about the most gentle way to get hit by a pitch.
It's about the most gentle way you could have put it, too.
That one floats outside on the first pitch to Ivy Hayes.
Yeah, I'm a bit confused on Campbell's ball.
The 1-0, 2-0.
Everything's, well, not everything, but 90% of these pitches are that looks like a backhand spinner, which is the way you throw a changeup, or some folks do.
The 2-0, reaching for that one and fouls it out of play. Hayes digging back in, runner at first, nobody out for Community R6.
Hayes had a single back in the 3rd.
This one grounded to Jenkins. Out at second, throw to first, and it's a double play.
Ooh,
nicely turned.
6-4-3 twin killing.
That is how you do it. Good turn. Nice place throw from Jenkins, and De Priest a nice stretch at first to complete the double play.
Well, we mentioned in the pregame, let this fielding team field. They're pretty good at it.
You don't see many. This one lifted behind short and bounces in front of the left fielder for a 2-out hit, and Rafferty is on.
Yeah, you don't see many 6-4-3 double plays in fast pitch softball, especially if the ball that wasn't hit that hard. It was towards second, so it had Jenkins going that direction. They both, she and Powell made great plays.
This one hit out in the left. Coming on and making the catch is Tatum De Priest to retire the side. They hold. Community R6 off the scoreboard, does Louisiana for the first time this afternoon. After 3.5, they trail 8-2, Louisiana does on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Hayden's Motorsports Center, Mick Mailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, and Airco Convenience Centers.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Follow area high school sports on KJFM Radio, brought to you by Young Enterprises, Family Drug, and Brown Smokehouse Meats.
It wasn't a 1-2-3 inning, but it was effective for Louisiana in the top half of the fourth as they keep Community R6 from scoring for the first time in an inning. And now you open the door a little bit,
well,
you can start chipping away.
Now you got a little momentum going, and see if Pedersen can get the line moving again. Started back up for the Bulldogs.
7, 8, and 9 for Louisiana.
6 hits in the game for Louisiana, so they've done a fairly good job at putting the ball in play.
Pedersen, the catcher, digs in for the second time and takes a ball high. Oh, strike called. That was at her shoulder.
You got to listen. He hollers strike before he raises that right hand.
Yeah, maybe I just wanted to argue the call, too. There's another strike called on a high outside pitch to the diminutive Louisiana catcher.
Yeah.
The next, way high. And it's 1-2. There were some folks asking if that was a strike. That one high as well, and the count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes.
No, and maybe neither was the other one, to answer that question.
2-2 the count. This one grounded up the middle, and a nice play by Angel coming across and throwing out Pedersen at first base. That is a high-class play by the shortstop, Sarah Angel.
Yeah, she's pretty smooth. Made a nice play to end the last inning, if you recall.
Mm-hmm. I mean, she hasn't turned a double play, but.
Not yet.
That brings in Norval.
Norval hit a ground ball off the pitcher, and the third baseman made a really nice play. Kuda barehanding it and threw her out at first. That was back in the second inning.
The old 1-5-3. Missing on the first, and that one drops below the zone, 2-0. It's like Clark trying to change things up a little bit, her approach here. Wrapping up the second time through the order.
Yeah, she's behind 3-0 here. She may want to go back to
worked.
The old approach.
And there's a strike called to the right fielder for the Lady Dogs.
8-2. 1 out in the fourth. Community on top.
There's a walk. And Louisiana with a runner aboard.
Third walk of the game by Clark.
That brings in Reese.
Reese had a base hit over the shortstop's head.
And she takes a strike on the outside corner.
Moving drop ball that time.
The 0-1. This one hit to the second baseman. And the throw high, and that's the only out they'll get. As Angel had to get up on her tiptoes to get the force play. So aboard on the fielder's choice is Reese.
Rafferty made a nice play on it, tried to backhand it. It was a little tall. Would have never thrown Reese out anyway. She's got great speed.
But it was in their brains. They're trying
Exactly.
for that answer of a double play.
So back to the top of the order to Powell, who singled in the first and walked in the third and scored.
See if Reese wants to do some running here if the pitch goes low. Both the first two have been high, which has helped the catcher get into a throwing position.
She acts like she doesn't really want to pitch to Powell. That's kind of the impression I've got.
2-0 the count. And that one is ripped deep into left, and that is off the wall. It'll go for extra base as Reese turns on the Jets, rounding third, and will score, and it's an RBI double for Powell, and that's why she didn't want to pitch to her.
Exactly. And Reese showed her speed, burned around the bases.
Looked like she slowed up about the shortstop position, thinking she was going to get held up, because that was a really hard hit ball. I mean, they got it back in fairly quickly, but Coach Calvin said, no, you're going.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Not with her speed.
Yeah.
You're thinking scoring as soon as the ball's hit.
Jenkins takes a ball on the first pitch. And then the next alley is called a strike. It drops in at the last second.
Jenkins 1 for 2, singled in the second with an RBI.
Hatter's shaking the head a little bit. Count 1-1, and that one drops out of the zone. 2 balls and a strike.
We'll change up that time.
Way high that time, and the count goes to 3-1.
So all of a sudden, Dogs making a little noise, and Clark struggling a little bit.
That one ripped past the third baseman and into left field. They're going to try and score. Yeah,
Goes
the ball
through the
gets
outfielder.
back through the outfielder all the way to the wall, and Jenkins is going to try for 3. The throw there, late slide, and she is called out. Coach Calvin can't believe it, but it was an awkward slide, so you never know.
Yep, hard to say.
Louisiana gets 2 more on the board, and after 4 full innings, now trail only by 4, 8-4 to Community R6 on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Meyer Implement Company, PJ Salon, and Elisha Koenig, owner-broker of RE/MAX Realty Shop.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing Merc BK Mobile with the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account. You'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Bundle at Pike County Mutual Insurance and save. Ask about the great rates on your personal vehicle, farm trucks, big or small, or even your motorcycle and side-by-sides. Stop by and see myself, Corey Buchanan, Buddy Bibb, or Kathy Gam at your hometown insurance company since 1895. Pike County Mutual Insurance on the square in Bowling Green.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102, is brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
8-4 as we head to the 5th inning here at Wallace Park in Louisiana. Campbell gets the ball back, and we're ready for softball.
9-1-2, Clark, Angel, and Shaffer for Community.
Campbell looks in, finds her grip on her hip, and delivers a ball as it dropped out of the zone at the last possible second. Breeze coming in.
Yep, picking up a little bit.
From left field. That one drops, and it's 2-0.
Going to cool off tonight a little bit. Cold front coming through.
I'd say.
Rain's actually coming from the south tomorrow. This wind's out of the west-northwest.
2 balls, no strikes to Clark. And that one, she lost her grip early.
Out of the side of her hand.
She laughs it off.
Well, you need a shutdown inning here.
Yep. You held them scoreless last inning. Got 2 more, chipped away at that lead. Now you got to hold. And walking the leadoff hitter doesn't help that. Walking the number 9 hitter doesn't help that, and that's exactly what happened.
Second walk for Campbell.
That one wasn't close.
Actually, none of those pitches were close.
Yeah.
And that at bat.
It was closer than the 2-0 pitch.
Well, yeah, I'll give you that.
But not as close as the first or second pitch.
A number of other games around the area today. I believe Bowling Green's at Clopton, are they not?
I believe so.
Interesting emo matchup there. Check into the morning show or online. I'll have the scores posted this evening later on. KJFMradio.com. Click on the scoreboard.
Yep. This one grounded to the shortstop. Through the glove of Powell. And everybody's safe, and the runner will advance all the way to third.
Oh, mercy. Another tailor-made double play ball, and that throw was on the line, so that's going to be an E4.
Yep. You saw the head of Powell look at the runner going from home to first to see if she would have a shot at the double play. And by the time she looked back, the ball was behind her.
So, give them extra outs. Trouble brews.
Whole complexion of this inning just changed, and the runner will take second. Late throw, and it's cut off by Powell. Throw back to the plate, not in time, and the other runner will end up at third. That is about as well as that can go for a team.
Prototypical double steal, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Which, how about the Cubs trying that the other day? 2 disastrous results.
When you're as bad as the Cubs were, you could try anything. Nobody cared, right?
I guess in the end, they still won 2 of 3 of that series, didn't they?
So after getting back in this game, Louisiana giving some of it back here in the 5th.
Yep, 9-4 our score. And that draws Coach Kelsey Calvin, out of the dugout.
It's like an inspiring discussion, too.
A lot of hand movement, that's for sure. The batter.
They have all these rituals in softball,
Yeah.
Chants in the dugout, and they all put their hands together, and they were shaking them like, yeah, whatever that means. I guess we're not on TV, so nobody can see what I'm doing.
Yeah, we'll get broadcast booth cam together next year.
Trust me, we both have faces made for radio.
I am very good looking. Olivia Shaffer, the batter, took a strike.
Lord.
And humble.
And need an eye doctor.
My mom told me I'm very handsome.
Mothers
won the count.
think all their children are good looking.
At least 3 of us. That one reaching for it, popped up toward the dugout and making the catch, kind of trapping it against her body was Brylan Stewart. It rolled up out of her glove at the palm, and she just hugged that ball.
Good play to save an out there.
That is the first out of the inning, and brings in Olivia Kuda.
Kuda's had a hit and 2 walks.
That one floats out of the zone for ball 1. Kuda looks like if she makes contact, it could go for a while. The 1-0 pitch. That under the glove of the shortstop and will make it to the wall. Run scores, and it's going to be a double. Ball gets away from Jenkins on the throwback in, will right to the third baseman, so the runner can't advance further.
Sinking line drive by Kuda that time. That ball was smoked. Gets the RBI and drives in the second run of the inning.
And it makes it 10-4. Still just 1 out. Brings in Welch.
Welch 0 for so far tonight. Flew out to center, popped up to the catcher, and grounded back to the pitcher.
She's the cleanup hitter. Looking to get on base. 10-4. Community R6 leads Louisiana. And that one is hit to center. Reese going back on it will make the catch. Runner tags and won't go any further.
Nice play by Reese.
She had that gauged right off the bat. Got to a spot. And was able to make a pretty routine catch out there just because she got herself in good position.
Exactly, played it just right. Ran to the spot like we've talked about and found the ball and made an easy catch. And was also in throwing position in the event the runner tried to advance.
There's a strike called on the first pitch to Glasgow. What's Brooklyn done so far?
Brooklyn, it's their 4th at bat for all these R6 players. Grounded out the third, walked, and was hit by a pitch.
Tenderly hit by a pitch. That one is ripped foul and will end up almost on the other diamond.
She was just a bit out front of that one.
Uh-huh.
Nobody exactly springing out of the dugout to get that foul ball.
Nope. Oh, there goes somebody. That one fouled up and out of play. Coach Spoonster will go after that one.
Be out of balls here in a second.
Uh-huh. New one delivered out to the center of the circle. Campbell puts her heel on the rubber. Rocks back and fires. This one grounded to the second baseman. Jenkins has the runner caught in a rundown, and there's no one backing up the rundown. Everyone's safe. Oh, my.
Well, again, just a little softball sense there. You had 2 outs. All you got to do is throw it to first. Inning's over with.
Right.
So the runner reaches on a fielder's choice.
And they'll replace her with courtesy. I believe that's Kylie Brooks again. And another chance here for Community R6 as Ivy Hayes digs in.
It's one of those things you need to be taught of before the pitch comes. Think about what you're going to do with it in the situations that it may be hit to you, whether it be a ground ball, a line drive, a pop-up, and then it comes as second nature.
This one grounded to the shortstop, and she's just going to run to third instead of putting it in the air over to Stewart. She runs and beats the runner to third base. Just before we go to break, it was a really good job on that previous play by the runner at second base to bait Allie Jenkins into going that direction. She stayed about 5 steps off the bag and baited her into going to second base. So it was a good job by her. It didn't work out in the end as she's forced out at third base. But now it's a 10-4 game in Community R6, their favor. Louisiana will try and get back in this ball game in the bottom of the 5th when we come back on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Sally's Banking Company and Lynn's Heritage House.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service, but did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
The most complete coverage of high school sports is on the Eagle 102. Brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Mercantile Bank, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
Turned into a perfect night for softball.
Actually cooled off. Got a little fall softball feel to it, doesn't it?
Uh-huh. And the Dogs back up here now, trailing 10-4 as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. And it's going to be the 3, 4, and 5 hitters. Tessa De Priest takes a ball to start off her third at bat.
De Priest hit a one-hop shot off the center field fence the last time up.
Hits this one off the plate for a foul ball. Evens the count at a ball and a strike. They're playing her a little deeper this time. This one, a little inside-out swing, and it'll drop in front of the right fielder. Played her too deep that time.
Yes, they did.
Especially in the opposite field. You never want to play that deep in the opposite field.
That's the thing about fast-pitch softball. These fences are a little longer than some, but you don't want to play terribly deep because they're close enough. They're only 200 feet away. So the ball gets by you, unless you got a real burner, it's only going to be a double. So you catch those things like that, those little chinkers, and they were playing way deep that time.
Ball on the first pitch to Tatum De Priest,
who also singled her last at bat.
Outside again, 2-0. Get a couple runs here, it's a ball game. That one high, 3-0. Looked like a pretty good pitch.
Clark working herself into a pinch.
A 3-0. And there's a strike called.
Now you got to be ready to go, right?
Uh-huh. Choking up here, 3-1. Is Tatum. And this one grounded weakly to the shortstop. The only play is at first, and she is safe there. Got her by a half step. Wow. First and second, nobody out.
Well, infield hit. That was bang, bang.
Yes, it was.
Not sure she wasn't out by a half step, but
it was pretty close.
Louisiana will take it.
There weren't many groans.
Got a break finally.
This one, Campbell hits it weakly to third. They'll get the out there, but both runners advance. Now it's second and third with one out. And the batter is going to be Brylan Stewart.
Not a bad idea by Kuda. Maybe try and stay out of the big inning. But Stewart can make this thing a little bit closer.
And she takes a strike called. Right down the middle.
Struck out and grounded out in the game so far.
Still crowding that plate in the right-hand batter's box. Fouls this one at the plate. And it's quickly 0-2.
They're all just a little bit on top of Clark. As we mentioned, she's got a ball that really goes down quite a bit. Not terribly hard to throw her, but does go down, does move.
Bounces that one in. And it goes to a ball and 2 strikes.
Nice play by Glasgow to corral that, keep the runner at third.
I don't think she's really had one bounce past her in this. She's a pretty solid backstop. There's a strike. And that's strike 3 called to Stewart in the second out here.
Looking right down central.
Brings in Jordan Pedersen. She's gotten aboard today.
She walked and grounded out.
0 for 1. And the first pitch she sees this time is popped up. Short center, and right there is Kayla Jett to retire the side. Louisiana leaves a couple of boards, still trail by 6 as we head to the 6th. Our 6 leading 10-4 on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Kelly Crane, RE/MAX Realty Shop Agent, Hops Bar and Grill, and Orff Construction Company.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Farmers, the crew at Mike's Tire and Service Center is here to serve you. They know the hours you put in, which makes it difficult to get that equipment in for service. Therefore, they offer on-the-farm tire repair. Hi, folks. My name is Cody Kirkendall, Mike's Tire and Service Center, located on Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Into the 6th inning. Community R6 coming up, leading 10-4. Here at Louisiana. Tuesday softball.
I missed the stretch, didn't I?
Yep.
I'm going to stretch in the top of the 6th. Is that okay?
That works for me. Campbell finally gets her catcher Pedersen out there.
Got a couple banks of lights out. The whole left side lights are out.
Yeah.
What the heck's that all about?
Maybe it's a different switch.
Well, that's possible. They could be on 2 different deals.
Yeah, we'll see if someone turns on the other one here.
I'm guessing they better hurry up and get this game over with.
Yeah.
It's going to get dark.
Well, it is an official game now, and that one floats outside on the first pitch to Riley Rafferty.
How do you not have the lights working?
Someone just needs to go kick them.
Go figure.
Someone's talking about it down there. This one grounded to the third baseman. Stewart up with it. Long throw and a nice stretch at first base by De Priest to get the out.
Good play by Stewart. Nice play by De Priest, as you said.
That'll bring in Lydia Forbes.
Forbes 0 for 3 tonight. Flew out a couple times and struck out.
We'll see if Campbell can make her 0 for Forbes.
Mercy.
You talk to a dad, you get dad jokes.
5,000 comedians out of work.
Ball on the first pitch. This one grounded, foul past third base. Even to count at 1-1.
An inspiring foul call by the umpire. I think he has been watching Joe West, hasn't he? Just a little nonchalant. Yeah, that's foul. That was close.
Wonder if he's got an album. Get that into rotation. Now they want a different ball to go out to the circle.
Joe West got an album, got his own umpiring gear, own line of umpiring gear.
Really?
Yeah. He's an entrepreneur.
And
retiring entrepreneur. He's been around a long time.
His biggest fan lives here. Mark Burley.
Is that when he pitched his perfect game? He was the home plate umpire when he
did
that?
No, I'm being facetious.
Oh, okay.
This one grounded to the shortstop. Jenkins up with it, throw over.
Solid.
And she is 0 for Forbes.
We've got 2 solid shortstops playing in this game, my
Yes,
friend.
we do. Brings in Shelby Clark.
Jenkins showed off her arm that time. Threw a hose across the diamond.
First pitch to Clark is a ball right down the middle.
Clark has an RBI in the game and scored a run.
That one bounces in, and the count goes to 2 balls and no strikes. Louisiana looking for a 1-2-3 inning for the first time. The next, the 2-0 pitch, and that one doesn't drop early enough, and it's 3-0.
It did drop at the end.
It already crossed the plate.
Might be an arch limit.
Yeah. 3 balls, no strikes, 2 outs, bases empty. Number 9 hit her up there, and she walks on 4 pitches.
Third walk by Campbell since she came in back in the third.
And they'll bring in a courtesy runner. That's Taylor Johnson, a sophomore. Where's number 2?
And we're back to the top of the order to Angel, who has 3 hits in the ball game, 3 RBIs.
You don't want to walk number 9 to get to Angel.
No, sir.
The pitch is hit foul. And those lights are on. See, they're just on different switches.
Time delay. The left side lights were on a time delay.
0-1 to Angel, who's had a heavenly day at the plate. I'm just going to go full into this now. This one is hit to the gap, and will make it all the way to the wall. Almost cut off at the last second. They'll hold up the runner at third, and they probably could have scored her.
Oh, no, not with Jenkins.
She had a little trouble, though.
She'd have gunned her out. Good.
She didn't pick it up clean there on the relay.
Would have been kind of exciting to see a play at the plate.
Yeah,
though.
right?
Yeah. Because you never know what's going to happen. She's got the arm to have thrown her out. Let's put it that way. So let's see what Shaffer can do. She's hitless with a walk in this game.
And the first pitch to her is hit into center. And Reese makes the catch to retire the side. They leave a couple aboard and still lead this ball game by 6 as Louisiana comes up in the bottom of the 6th, trailing Community R6 10-4 on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Hayden's Motorsports Center, Mick Mailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, and Airco Convenience Centers.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
The best coverage of high school sports is on KJFM. Brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, County Market in Louisiana, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
10-4, Community R6 leading Louisiana. So we head to the bottom of the 6th here at Wallace Park.
8-9-1, Norval, Reese, and Powell for the Dogs.
You know, Burley might not be a fan of Joe West, but Tony LaRussa, huge fan of Joe West.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Huh.
What did he say? He's how umpires should be. That's paraphrasing from Tony LaRussa. There's a strike called.
You're just a wealth of Joe West information.
I read one story that had a lot of quotes in it. Strike on the outside corner, and the next is grounded foul.
Norval grounded out and walked in ball game so far.
Behind in the count, 0-2. Clark looking for the punch out. And that one grounded foul to the third baseman. Another emphatic call.
Yeah, I'm sure he's saying something.
I heard him say foul.
With our headsets on, it's hard to discern, though.
Still 0-2 to Harley Norval. That one ripped foul.
Yeah, she's out in front of her now. Way to tick. Put the barrel on it one time and see what happens.
Coach Calvin tells her good battle all the way into that right-hand batter's box. And that one, little nubber to the third baseman. Kuda over and makes the play. Leadoff batter retired for the second straight inning.
Change up. She got out in front on the front foot and then jammed herself. Another nice play by Kuda.
That'll bring in Jalea Reese.
Singled and reached on a fielder's choice. Scored a couple runs, however, in this game.
And the first pitch to her this time, bunting. Back to the pitcher, throw over, and she is out. Ooh, that one was close. She has got some wheels.
That she does. Nice play by Clark.
Wasn't a great bunt back to the circle, but that speed of Reese.
Yep, needed to be about 3 feet further to the third base side. She probably would have beat that out. Back to Powell, who's got a couple of hits and an RBI.
And she takes one low and in.
Scored a couple of runs as well.
So she's been involved in every run.
Just one RBI, just three.
Okay. Three of the four. Okay. That one is ripped past the third baseman down the line, and that's going to be extra bases for Powell. She thought about pulling up after one and turned it back on and gets into second easily.
3-hit game for Powell. And we get into the top 3 hitters have done a fair amount of damage.
Allie Jenkins digs in. She could pull
7 hits out of the top 4 batters for Louisiana.
Swing and a miss. One after the outside delivery.
Yep, you didn't want that.
0-1. If I'm Clark, I'm going right back to that pitch. Didn't get as far out that time, and it fouled out of play. And a nice play by a pitcher warming up for R6. Guessing she's warming up for some JV action.
Possibly.
Bounces in front of the plate, and it's a ball and 2-strike count. Glasgow has just not let anything through her. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jenkins. And that is off the hand. Talk about jamming yourself.
Yep.
She swung last second because she thought she was going to get rung up. And actually found that with her hand and not the bat. Luckily for her, it didn't have a lot of juice on it, the pitch.
No.
It was off speed.
It was.
This one popped up. There is the center fielder, and making the catch is Jet to retire the side. Bulldogs leave one at second base, and we head to the 7th inning. R6 leading this ball game 10-4 on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Meyer Implement Company, PJ Salon, and Elisha Koenig, owner-broker of Remax Realty Shop.
Hello, this is Brittany Hinkey with Community State Bank of Missouri. Now is the perfect time to start saving for retirement. Community State Bank offers competitive rates on traditional and Roth IRAs. Unlike most investments, some contributions may be tax deductible and will grow either tax deferred or tax free. Come in and see one of our IRA representatives in Troy or Bowling Green to maximize your savings opportunities today. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
To the final inning we go, 10-4. Community leading as they go into their final at bat of regulation.
3-4-5. Kuda Welch Glasgow for R6.
Yeah, she was going up there first pitch swinging and just got a piece of that one back to the screen.
5th at bat for the top of the lineup.
That's indicative of scoring a lot of runs but still having to go the distance.
That's a fact.
That one is ripped into left, and making a running nice catch is Tessa De Priest. Kind of a spin move at the end of it there as it came back toward her.
I think it had a little hook to it. It was hit so hard, she almost overran it, but held on.
That's the first out. Here in the top of the 7th, and it brings in Welch. Alexis, the cleanup hitter. And she is hacking, going up there swinging. And takes that one back to the screen.
She is hitless in 4 trips so far tonight. Flew out to center in her last at bat back in the 5th.
Campbell's pitch drops low, evens the count of 1-1.
Just got to be patient with Campbell and wait for something right down the middle.
The 1-1 offering, and that one is ripped to the third baseman. Stewart throw across, and did she pick it up in time? Yes, she did. Kind of trapped it. It was a low throw, and picks it up with the bare hand, does Tessa De Priest. Stewart just had to protect herself against that ball. It stuck in her glove.
One hop shot, yep.
5-3 on the put out.
Wow, they call it the hot corner, right?
She opened her eyes, saw she had the ball, and threw it across. That one fouled.
She might want to get ready.
Yeah.
She could get another chance at it.
Brooklyn Glasgow, the catcher.
Glasgow, let's see, walked and was hit by a pitch and reached on a fielder's choice and grounded out, so she's 0 for 2.
Line in the count 0-1. The next, reaching for that one and gets it past the Louisiana third baseman for a 2-out hit, and the Bulldogs not going to get that 1-2-3 inning today.
Yeah, that little black cloud rolling in here looks a little more ominous than the previous clouds.
We'll be all right. It shifted, didn't it? It was coming in from west-northwest. Now it's coming in from east-southeast. That one just floats out of the zone on the first pitch to Ivy Hayes. Hayes ready for the next, and that one is hit past the third baseman. And there's 2 back-to-back base hits here. The runners are at first and second with 2 down.
Hayes' second hit of the game, 2 for 4 with a walk.
And it was identical to Glasgow's hit.
And that brings up Rafferty, who's had a couple of hits in the game.
Riley Rafferty digs in with 2 down and 2 aboard, and there's a strike called. Nice little hump in the middle of that pitch from Ty Campbell.
It's hard to wait sometimes.
The 0-1 goes back to the screen. Runners are going to stay put. A little indecision by the lead runner.
Yeah, she wasn't quite ready.
I don't think she saw it go through because it went right back behind the catcher. Hard to pick up sometimes. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the next floats it high and outside. 2-1.
Well, Louisiana's battled hard here. They need to get out of this without any more damage to have a chance in the 7th.
The 2-1 goes back to the screen. Both runners are going to advance this time. Now it's second and third with 2 down. The third out has been a hard one to get for the Lady Dogs in this ball game.
That it has.
3 balls, 1 strike. The pitch from Campbell. Hit over the shortstop, and 2 runs are going to come in. A 2-run single makes it 12-4. Here in the top of the 7th inning.
So a good job by the middle of the order of Community. And they stretch the lead back out to 8.
That'll bring in Forbes,
which was their lead before Louisiana got on the board back in the 3rd.
Mm-hmm. First to Forbes. Snap throw to first, and pitch was a ball back in safely at first is Rafferty. As solid a day as a number 7 hitter can have.
Yeah.
Forbes looking for her first base hit, and she'll not get it here. A nice running catch by Reese in center field. She ran a long way, and that one hung up just long enough for Jalea to get up to it to retire the side. They tack on a couple more, does Community R6, and we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Bulldogs need a big late rally in this one. They trail by 8 on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Felix Banking Company and Lynn's Heritage House.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes to the Philadelphian favorite water ice, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock agent, and Perkins Electrical Services.
Bottom of the 7th inning as the throw goes down. We're ready for softball. Louisiana needs a big-time rally here in their final at-bat. They trail 12-4. And it'll be the 3, 4, and 5 hitters, Tessa De Priest, to lead things off.
The De Priest sisters have had good nights, 2 hits apiece in this game. Tessa with a double and a single, the last one being in the 5th.
There's a little housekeeping in the right-hand batter's box. Now Tessa's ready. Pitch from Clark outside and low for ball 1.
Clark trying to go the distance here for Community.
The next bounces in, and it's 2-0. And she kind of mimes her release point a couple of times after that delivery. 2-0. That one high and floated inside toward the right-hand batter. 3 balls and no strikes.
And not the way you want to start out the inning if you're Community, obviously.
There's a strike called, and now Tessa is ready. Clark's pitch. Called a strike off the outside corner.
Yeah, that's been there all day.
3-2 the count.
A little growling from the crowd.
That one fouled off, spoiled the exact same pitch. Glasgow catches it off the fencing and delivers it back to her pitcher, Shelby Clark. Another 3-2 pitch. On its way. And this one grounded. Backhanded by the shortstop, Angel. Throw across. That's a solid play there.
She's the real deal at short, isn't she?
She was heading deep into the hole toward third. Backhanded that and threw a strike to the first baseman, Welch, for the first out.
Really nice. One of many really nice plays by
both the
Angel.
shortstops.
Yeah, both shortstops had good games.
That brings in Tatum De Priest.
Couple singles for her in the game.
And a strike called. Lady Dogs trail by 8. This one to the first baseman in the air and on the foul line. In between home and first. The catch is made by Alexis Welch, and Louisiana down to their final out.
Big time jam shot there that time.
Ty Campbell, the final hope for Louisiana. First pitch to her, outside and low for ball 1. Getting darker earlier.
Yes, it is.
This one popped up. Who wants it? Right fielder coming in and making the catch is Ivy Hayes to end the ball game. Final score in this one, Community R6 12, Louisiana 4. We'll be back with the postgame show for you after this on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 postgame show is coming up, brought to you by Abel's Quick Shops.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Did you know our agency currently offers over 30 programs and services to our communities? The Women, Infant, and Children's Program, infant through adult immunizations, car seat safety courses, diabetes counseling, and of course our amazing home health and hospice programs, just to name a few. Learn more by visiting our website at pikecountyhealth.org and see what services you and your family could benefit from.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Bank of Louisiana ensures their customers are always in the know when it comes to their banking. Bank of Louisiana's top-of-the-line mobile banking service allows you to check account balances, review your account history, transfer funds. Plus, you can pay your bills all on one app. Call Bank of Louisiana for more information or visit bola.cc.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Time now for the Eagle 102 post-game show on KJFM. Sponsored by Abel's Quick Shops.
Well, Louisiana falls in this one to Community R6, 12-4 the final, and not really a big inning for Community. They just added on a little at a time throughout the game.
Yeah, they took advantage of actually Louisiana's pretty good in the field. They only had 2 errors, but
and turned a double play.
But a bunch of walks, a bunch of wild pitches, and a number of runs. 2, I believe, maybe 3 scored on wild pitches.
Yeah.
And so, they just kind of methodically drilled through that. Community left 12 on base, which is a bundle. Or this thing could have been a lot worse than it really was, but. Looking at the bright side for Louisiana, they had 11 hits in the game. That's solid. They couldn't get a key hit in a couple of the innings, and as a result, they go down to defeat.
And just their defense is solid, but sometimes they're not thinking going into a play.
Things that don't go in the scorebook as an error, softball sense. They made several just mental errors on what base to throw to, what to do if you fumble it, maybe which base you're going to go to. I think I mentioned it in the broadcast. They got to learn to think about what they're going to do with the ball before it's hit to them in the 2 or 3 situations, ground ball, line drive, pop-up. And then when it happens, they know what to do. And that just comes with playing. You know, they're young and
very.
And you've got 1 senior, no juniors on the team, so it's pretty much all sophomores and freshmen with the exception of Tessa De Priest. Well, not pretty much, it is. Starting, and so they'll learn. They'll learn. They've got a pretty solid group to build on. What they really need more than anything is a pitcher that can get them out of a jam when things don't go just right. They don't have that strikeout pitcher right now. Like a lot of the teams do, that if you have an error behind you or you walk a couple, you can get a pop-up, get a strikeout, and get out of the mess. They just don't have that right now. And but again.
Yeah, and if you believe the hype, that's in the pipeline.
Yes, allegedly true.
12-4 our final. We'll take a break, come back with more of the post-game show for you after this on KJFM.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. People's Bank and Trust, Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender, MLO number 421603, NMLS number 407724.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season with Eagle 102. Brought to you by Mike's Tire and Service Center, Bank of Louisiana, and a taste of Philly.
Final in this one, Community R6 12, Louisiana 4. I'm not seeing any other scores, finals coming in from around the area as yet, so we'll just have to find those later on KJFM Radio and KJFMradio.com. As they trickle in, we'll update the scoreboard page on our website, and, of course, all the scores on sports throughout the day on Eagle 102. But this one, we saw, again, some good things from Louisiana, some things they need to grow with, and again, they are a young team and probably a year behind where R6 is, like you said in the pregame.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. And, again, we got to see some positive things defensively. They played pretty well with the exception of the mental errors and not too many physical errors. And the lower half of the order, they've got to get some hitting out of the lower half of the order because the top of the lineup had a bundle of hits. You look at the top four hitters had 9 of the 11 hits for Louisiana. So they've got to get some production out of the bottom half of the order. But, another good learning year for them. Districts are 1 week from today.
Wow.
Some of the brackets are already out. A couple of them are not. I don't understand why they don't all have to have the seed meeting the same day. But I don't know. Call me crazy. And but anyway, you'll have those Thursday night, I guess, when you guys go down to Ellsbury. I'm not going to be available Thursday, but all of the district brackets should be out by them, so you'll be able to update the folks on what's going on there. And Louisiana, they're in a tough district.
Yeah,
Palmyra and Monroe City.
Tough conference, tough district. Yeah.
So they'll just work to finish out the season best they can and continue to learn.
Final in this one, 12-4. They fall to Community R6. And like Jim said, we'll have more softball Thursday for you from Ellsbury as they take on Silex with a 4:45 pregame and a 5 o'clock first pitch. Then football on Friday night from Louisiana as the Bulldogs host the Bowling Green Bobcats, 3-3 Louisiana, and 5-0 Bowling Green doing battle for the Mayor's Cup. 6:30 pregame, 7 o'clock kickoff on Friday night. Until Thursday, we'll say see you for more sports coming up on Eagle 102.
You've been listening to Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Join us each week as we bring you the best of area high school sports on air at 102.1, online at KJFMradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. You can find a full recap of scores online and daily during Eagle 102 Sports, all from your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.